Hey, what is going on, everybody? It's the Trading Chief. Hope everyone's doing well this evening. Or maybe you're not. I mean, the market's down almost 700 points today. But if you're over here in the Banking with Billy Discord, you'd see that we're still posting plays and big gains at that. I mean, Billy Banks, he's done 25 and 31% gains. Miss Liz, she did a 20% gainer. I posted this play. I made a video on TVTX last week for an FDA approval. It got shorted uh, on Thursday um, or Friday. It was Friday. It got shorted down from $21 all the way to 17.56, I think it was. And then I told him, I said, I'm not worried about it. It'll come back up. And sure enough, in the pre-market this morning, it ran back up over $21 and there's a 21% gainer from its lows of 17.56. And sure enough, he sold it for 7% profit. I sold it for a little bit less. I sold it early. I just, you know, I, I think I only made like 3% profit off of it, but profit's profit, especially on a red day when you're down 700 points and there's what I think 5,000 decliners today, and but red days in the market aren't something that you should be doom and gloom about. Red days in the markets to me are exciting because that's when I know that my research is going to come in handy, and hopefully I can buy whatever stock that I was researching at a discount. And just more profit for me later. So don't look at red days as doom and gloom. But getting into the video, uh, I got another pharmaceutical company for you that's got FDA approval coming up on February 28th. The company that we're going to take a look at is Reata Pharmaceuticals, which we'll look at right over here. Reata Pharmaceuticals is currently trading at $41.45 in the after hour. And we'll take a look at the news clip that I pulled up a minute ago just so we can read over and talk about it. Reata Pharmaceuticals announced that the U.S. Food and Drug Administration has accepted a new drug application for its lead drug candidate, omaveloxolone, for the treatment of patients with Fredrich's ataxia. The regulatory agency has assigned priority review for the application and set a PDUFA target action date of November 30th. Back in October, this target date was moved. They wanted an additional 3 months added to this because they question the strength efficiency of the omaveloxolone candidate. I am not too overly concerned about this one not being approved. I definitely think it's going to be approved just because, as you'll see, we're going to read a little bit more, but as you'll see, there's no other drugs readily available for this one. So continuing on. Additionally, the FDA indicated that the agency is planning to hold an advisory committee meeting to discuss the application, which already happened. Warren Huffs, Reata Chief Executive Officer, said, with the FDA's acceptance of our NDA for filing omaveloxolone is now one step closer to potentially providing a treatment option for patients with Fredrich ataxia, a rare genetic debilitating and degenerative neuromuscular disorder with no approved therapies. If approved, the company anticipates a commercial launch in early 2023. The FDA grants priority review that shortens review of NDA to 8 months. We're not going to read this because we already know that's been pushed, and it's now, I think, at like 11-month review instead of a 12-month. But needless to say, they did not cancel the priority review and just make it a regular review, which they could have done. That would have been concerning because they just wanted more information and time to look over that information. I'm not too overly concerned that this one will be denied. And because it's not on the FDA website, I'm not too overly concerned about it, but I do want to go to Reata Pharmaceuticals website just to show you that it is in their pipeline. which is right here, Fredrich's Ataxia, omovaloxolon, um, which is, this was actually one of the easiest pipelines I ever had to find because they don't have a whole lot of stuff in it. But um, let's see, what else do they have? Reata adds 14% ahead of FDA decision on Fredrich's Ataxia therapy. See, I mean, that sounds pretty bullish to me. I can pull this up, but Seeking Alpha is going to, as you see, Seeking Alpha wants me to pay them $120, and that's not going to happen. So, yeah, sorry, buddies, especially for your crap stories, because they don't ever tell you anything anyway. So, yep. Let's see. I think that's it. I mean, if you guys like this information, I personally will not be buying this FDA approval because I'm entering another one on February 28th. Um, and I'm not gonna try to focus on two different FDA approvals. So that's just my thought process on it. You guys do what you want to do with it. I just put the information out there so you can make an informed decision for yourselves. You know, don't use my videos as your DD. You should always look into it yourself and come to your own conclusions. So yeah, if you guys like this stuff, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button, and come join us in the Banking with Billy Discord to catch some of these plays that we put out. That way you can make some money on red days as well. All right. Appreciate you watching. Thanks.